Alright, we're back. This time with a new dating sim. I'll never guess what it is. It's Our Life Begins and Always. I actually already played this game. I'm just emotionally attached to Cope Holden almost. So we're playing again, because why the fuck not? Haha! Um, yeah. How wonderful. New file. Ooh, funny animation thing. Look at Our Life Begins and Always. There are various ways you can customize and interact with games. This tutorial is an overview of how certain features work. You can read the full tutorial from the main and you'll learn about everything in detail. To start off, the game is divided into 4 time periods called steps. Step 1, childhood. Step 2, adolescence. Step 3, young adulthood. And Step 4, adulthood. Our life beginnings and always. Our life beginnings and always. Yes, our life is further divided into sets of vignettes that take place during specific periods of time. These are called moments. Moments can be played in any order or skipped entirely. You can move on to the next step whatever you want by selecting that summer's ending. No. Steps 1 through 3 include 5 moments each. Any more can be unlocked by purchasing DLCs. Some are out now and other DLCs will release later on. Step 4 is an epilogue that doesn't include moments. A lot happens over the years that go by, especially in regard to the character you play as. You determine nearly everything about the main character: name, appearance, personality, pronouns, interests, skills, their relationship with major characters, and so on. You can decide to change the details as time goes on, with a few exceptions. Your last name, skin tone, and eye color can't be altered once set. Much of the MC's basic traits are determined on character creation screen. As the MC grows up, more options become available on the screen. As mentioned, one of the decisions you'll get to make your character selecting name. You can type in any name you like or pick a preset name. Preset options are called voice names because the name will be voiced by the romantic lead. You'll get to hear him say your name as you play through the story. Only the default name Jamie is included in the base game. Hunter's More can be added by the free voice name DLC. The full collection of names is separated as a DLC because of how large it is. If you're not interested in that feature, you don't need to get it. Each name in the DLC belongs to or is selected by someone who supported this project. On the character creation screen, there's a cute doll you can decorate to get an idea of what your MC looks like with different traits put together. Not all the things you decide about the MC appear on the doll. The script referencing what you've decided for the MC is the main way those decisions influence the game. Our life is a first-person perspective, so your main character doesn't appear next to other character sprites. You only see MC as a decorative doll and the special cut in CG images. The cut in CG only appear if certain choices are made. Can you not? It's possible to not see any during a playthrough. There's also the second type of special MC base screen, the interest comfort section. Unless you get DLCs, the game has one love interest, Cole Holden. I don't want any others. He grows.
So you intentionally.
This game is free.
But so you know a lot about it.
Yeah, I already played it. He grows up with the MC, and the interest comfort section is crucial for determining how it plays out.
Then why are you deleting?
There are interest level says how much you like him. There are 4 levels: disinterest, fond, crush, and love. Love's only available starting in step 3, and if you were fond or crush in step 2. Comfort determines how you generally react, think. When it comes to him, there are 3 levels: nervous, relaxed, and direct. Your level of interest and comfort will set the type of dynamic your character has with the love interest. What you did in the past will influence the present, and feelings can change over time. Way back. Oh god, just get sunken. I'm a Twitch mod. What do I want? I upgraded Arthur. He got promoted.
What?
He got promoted. Well, you know what, you're funny, and I gave him a promotion.
Dude, come on! I have a brother in my job. Holy shit, I might start working.
Holy shit, I might start working.
And then I just don't show up, and then I still get paid.
You don't get paid nothing.
Yeah, I still get paid by minimum wage.
What? You in the past will influence the present, and feelings can change over time. You have to pick your interest comfort near the beginning of every step. Comfort can switch between the 3 levels as you please. Your interest level can only stay at the same or increase. Your current level of interest will become the new lowest option on the screen in the future. For example, if you decide to be fond in step 1, this interest will not be available on the screens in step 2 and 3, which will make fond the bottom level option for your relationship. Interest levels has an impact when it comes to physically interacting with Cope. Well, growing up, things are rather simple. If you get along with one another, you'll have a close relationship. You can choose to touch him, and Cope will occasionally interact with the MC in lighthearted and comforting ways. The starting step 3, touch and become more romantic or suggestive if you're at crush or love. To make sure things go nicely with that, there will be an extra choice to determine initiative level. And the bonus meat story that goes along with the choice to explain the feature in more detail. Basically, even if you decide you like Cove, the game will force you to act on these feelings. You can always choose not to get together with him, choose to not accept or give romantic gestures, etc. If you do decide to date Cove, though, you can break up with him later. You're stuck with him. Interest Comfort gets the basic down, but it's the choices that appear throughout the normal game events that decide what actually happens between the MC and Cove. Quick hide the badge. I can't even know you. Don't really get to it. How? How do I do that? I don't know how to do that, dude. Sorry. You're kind of just stuck with this, Arthur. And it isn't only the MCU is impacted by resurgence. Crow. I don't know. They haven't. Maybe. Oh, Cobra. How he's treated and what he experiences helps shape who he becomes. In step 1 and 2, Cove's personality, appearance, and interests will vary based on what happened in the previous step. It's something of a mystery exactly how your decisions end up changing him. You can try to guess as you go along. Or if you prefer, you can also design your own idea of Cove directly using the Cove Creator option that pops up at the beginning of steps 2 and 3. Making choices you want is always more important than making choices you feel like you have to in order to get a certain result. When a choice does appear, usually you'll see the hovering cursor over an option shows a certain color, yellow, blue, or green. The colors aren't really specific points or effects, they're only there to give you a bit of insight on the tone and emotion of the choice, since text alone can potentially be read in more than one way. Blue tends to be casual, straightforward, yellow more emotive, reactive, and green less certain, uncommitted. But there are hundreds of options in our life. Not every choice in the menu falls in line with that pattern. Picking just one color every time doesn't give you a gameplay benefit, only sticking to a certain type if that's what you happen to like. Otherwise, switch between them freely. Always pick yellow, never pick yellow. Pursue a romantic story from the start, never romance love interest be disagreeable or amiable. None of them will lead to a bad ending. You're welcome to enjoy the events and shapes of the story without reservation. And then if you like, you can play again and try something new. There's only ever more good content to discover. We hope you enjoy and I found our life. Thank you for playing. Jesus Christ, we're just now starting. Um, yes, I know Columbina is here. I'm aware. I was just.
It's not pronounced Columbina. It's pronounced Columbia.
It is pronounced Columbina.
And you say it like Columbia.
Aaron, Irina, Abby, Ace, Adrian. Um, Hannah, Emery. All right, my name is not here. Um, uh, go oval, I guess, and then yeah, I look pretty pale. I'd say. I say.
First off, your hair is not that color.
I know we're working on it. That's good enough, I guess.
Okay, I must put my child right here. This is my child.
Okay, cool. Can you not? We're gonna go blue, I guess.
I thought you said blind. I'm like, the fuck?
Looks like we're going yellow. Um, well, let's think back to when I was a wee child, you know?
You're still a child.
Don't dox me.
You're smaller than me. I remember when you were a child, and you still are a child. Look how idiotic you are.
Sure.
You're like, however old you are, and a child,
uh,
By the way, Nayla's real name is Beep. So first name is my my vocal cords. When I say your name, refer to them as Beep.
They're gonna start calling me Beef now.
Well, it's called her.
Oh shit. Uh, I don't think it's called the Muslim Coast. Also, be already in 5 minutes. Someone's calling me Muslim language. We are so back. We are. So this, I feel needs mention. That since I am 8 in the first part of the thing, I know I played this game before. You are 8 at the beginning of the stuffs. Done. Summer in Sunset Bird is a special time of the year, usually sleepy town to get up to bustle. It's a popular tourist destination with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of schoolless vacation with it. During the summer, your moms didn't like you to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Companies came and went from Sunset Bird, but mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stories. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked you how your family was. Most often just said hello. Um, sure, you mostly ended up saying hi to a lot of different people since most of the tourists that came here every summer were the same ones. You enjoyed learning about where they were visiting from and hoped to visit those places one day too. But today there was a man sitting on the curb outside of your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was a real person or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Whoever or whatever he was, you had never seen it before. One thing about knowing everyone at Sunset Bird was that the people who you didn't recognize really, really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your moms called it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off a lot of red flags. Your mom's had talked with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. You hadn't. You remember that it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about being polite then. My stream's continuing for another 30 minutes, bro. You
Fucking give a shit, nitwit.
weren't sure about this man yet.
You nitwit.
So you're a bit scared. It was nice you're not even really bothered. Slow down as you thought about how you could get around this. There was a split second where your eyes met. That wasn't good. He was probably going to say something now that he'd seen you standing around you. Hey, you were right. His deep voice called out to you, but he didn't say anything. Unfortunately, he man stood up and started to make his way towards you. You're still unsure about him, but willing to be friendly, you offered the stranger a smile. No, that one. You live around here? What's your name? You looked up and down, and his tan skin, relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed, the way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo, and you wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. Boy, wait until you learn that he named his kid Cove. When you made your assessment, he looked at you, waiting for an answer to the question. Yeah, I live here. That's great. Looks to be happy here, giving you a broad smile. He reaches his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. He crinkled his hand as he held it up to you. You more confused, you look back at him. Well, could you do me a favor? Nothing bad, sorry, you should have let me start over. From where you were standing, it just made him look creepier. I have a son, his name's Cove, who's about your age. Cove, that seems like a strange name for... This guy was definitely obsessed with water. I'm the only person like that in Sunset Bird. We moved in across the street, see? Just towards the house that had been empty for a year. His watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone. Must be Nera Disney, right? I met your moms earlier and they told me you were 8 just like him, so... She put the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention, a hopeful smile tilting of the lips of corners. Can you try to be friends with the boy? Give him a chance. And you can keep this. He's a good kid. You'll like him. You gotta keep it a secret too, okay? It'd be friendly to say his dad sent you. I felt sorry for Cove. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. You knew that. What do you say? Want to make a deal? I don't want the money. No, thank you. Sorry. You deflated enough to know, so not completely. Are you sure? I won't be sweaty. Even if it's just for the summer. That'd be enough. Not only make this sound more strange, what does lasting for the summer matter? When it was clear his initial charge wasn't going to fly, he tucked the bill into back pocket, changed request. I get it, you don't have to. Would you be more comfortable with he and I coming by for a normal visit, no money involved? Yeah, I want to meet him. The smile got bigger again, his eyes crinkled to the sides. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I just wanted him to meet and greet. Neighbor stated, but, well, I don't know if he's got enough to. He laughed when he said that, but the way his face looked, you thought he actually wanted to cry. If you see him, can you tell him to come on home? He's got a pink casting glasses, you can't miss it. I can try. Not totally certain if you find Cove, but willing to look. I lived what I miss. He's a surfer. You missed not much. We're still in exposition. Basically, this guy over here, he offered me $20. I feel the need to mention, as of right now, me, main character, is 8 years old. He offered me $20 to be friends with the sun. I kid you not. You not totally certain you find Cove, but willing to look. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head, paused before doing so, then pulled his hand away and said, Mom's already checking around for me. Such a thoughtful group you are. I better go look too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here. But he might come back and that's not important. I have to go. Thanks again, Nenera, so much. You jogged off down the street without another word. Decided to check the hills behind your house. I know he's here. Cove! Step one, first sight. Chirping of crickets and tall grass greeted you, quiet and familiar. From the top of the hill you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of waves on the shore and the seagulls quite quacking as they settled down for the night. Blood you're starting about to see about the merfolk and sea serpents you imagine living far beneath the waves. Oh, buddy, wait until I tell you about about the Selkie thing. You'll love that. Well, ring for the sun, they say $20, $20. Guys are insane. God, I love it. Sometimes you can almost convince yourself you'd seen a flash of shining mermaid's tail in the distance. You took a deep breath. You wanted to try and relax and couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you weren't alone, so you glanced around. Cove, my boy! Sorry. There was a boy sitting at the top of one hill, almost completely hidden within the long grass and white flowers surrounding him. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. Watch him a minute longer, feeling a bit like you found a deer in the wild. Though deer didn't have wavy eyebrows, but this new boy did. Weren't sure what else in the world had eyebrows like that, if there was anything. Just more seconds, you took a step forward than another. Then he glanced your way. His aquamarine eyes reflected the shyly when you stopped raising a hand, acknowledging him to show you weren't scary. Hi! The star, he jumped off his feet, hands blowing so to his sides. He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. He'd been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheeks, and his knees soaking the hem of his shorts. His eyes were still shining with a few more. You obviously caught him off guard. His pink cat seemed to grow in the glow in the twilight, though when he caught you staring at it, he hid his arm behind his back. Something the man had said earlier stuck out to you. Cove? His eyes wide. He studied you. How'd you know that? Not your dad. What? Unfortunately, I have another about 30 minutes scheduled, so. Oh well. Let's not have to end stream early, unfortunately. Oh well. See you guys later, I guess. Bye.